Okay, so we're back at the shop, and today's pretty cool because I'm personally stoked for this. We finally, the car's been done for a few days, but we finally decided to do a good walk around of the R33, which you guys saw us pick up a few months ago. It was kind of a slow process because we weren't sure if we were gonna keep the car, if we were gonna sell it as is, if we were gonna clean it up, do the wide body, not do the wide body, and we ended up deciding on doing just the kit. And we did a full wrap of the car thanks to Ethan, and I think it looks sick. Mr. RB Power himself is wiping down the car, and just to clean it up a little bit. It has been sitting in the shops, a little bit of dust here and there because we're going to be driving it for the day, and it honestly looks pretty badass. I think it's unique because R33 sedans aren't as common, I think, as 32s, and of course people love the 34 sedans. So seeing how nice this looks with really minimal mods and just cleaning it up, I like it, and I kind of don't want to sell it, but
probably the simplest car we own. Simplest car we own. It's probably the most
stock.
Convenient, probably. Yeah, stock.
We drove it last week or a couple weeks ago. 4 of us in the car, AC on, doing like 85 miles an hour on the highway, just quiet as hell. And it's so weird being in an RB car that's turbo that is this quiet. Like, yeah. I think my Sylvia's louder than that when I heard it run. So yeah, let's get to it, and we'll do a nice little walk around the car, tell you guys some of the notable things and what we plan on doing to it, or with it, or who knows. Okay, so quick rundown on the car, since a lot of people are asking what's done to it and where we found the parts as well. So when we purchased the car from Matt about 5 months ago, he had already acquired a full K-Mac aero kit. So it's an Australian company that makes basically GTR aero for sedans and stuff like that. The car did come with wider front vented fenders, which you'll see obviously in the video. It came with wider over fenders in the rear and also door cards to match the rear quarters. Now, we weren't really sure about doing over fenders in a sense because the car itself is so clean, the miles were so low and whatnot, so we didn't want to hack up a clean chassis that was obviously so well kept. So we decided to stick with the stock body, just do the wider front fenders to also compensate for the new wheels. They're 18 by 10 plus 15 all around. They actually came off my old S14, and I still to this day don't know what size they are, what brand they are. I just know they fit the car really well, they ride nice, they look cool, and it really gives the car a good look. As far as the exterior, besides the kit, the front vented fenders, and the wheels, there's really not much else done. We wanted to kind of keep a clean, slick look, and I think it's accomplished that really, especially the silver. The silver really flows well with the car. I thought it was nice because obviously, as well as you see, if we walk over here and show you guys, the nice thing too is being wrapped and everything, the color's all the same. It's all clean. Obviously, the door jambs are dirty and whatnot from driving in the rain, but you can see everything's clean. The inside too of the car is absolutely flawless. No, I'm not covering the shifter because it's automatic. It's just the hat's there. But it's just nice because everything works. AC's cold, radio, all electronic functions. It's just nice getting in a car that's this cool, but also at the same time very simple and just reliable, and just drive it. And I love it. I think it's awesome. that's uncomfortable. All right, so the biggest thing that I've noticed that people say about the car that I'm staring at, the R33, and a couple of other cars we've had is, oh, it's automatic. Big deal. It's automatic. Who cares? Some people like automatic. I love it. I love getting in that car and just driving it, not worrying about having to shift. I've been caught in traffic with it. It's comfortable. Whatever. I get it. It's a Skyline. It's a performance car, but it's not a GTR. It's not a two-door GTST. Not that sedans can't be fast or cool, whatever, but it's like, it's kind of annoying when everybody's always like, oh, it's auto. Oh no, like, who cares, dude? Like, my response is usually, where's your Skyline? And I know that sounds like an arrogant way of saying it, but it's really not. It's just kind of stupid when people freak out about that. I always thought it was cool because I think it's kind of different seeing an automatic Skyline because there wasn't a lot of autos made. So it's just funny, that's all, because people trip out about it and like, oh, it's auto. It's like, big deal, dude. You could get RB20 or 25 trans relatively cheap. Like, I have 2 RB20 trans here. I'd sell to anybody that would buy that car for an extra couple $100. You get a clutch pedal, snip a wire in the ECU, I think, which is the parking gauge, and basically relatively easy stuff for less than $2,000 to convert it to 5-speed and you're done. But it's just funny, that's all. You always see people argue about it online. You got some people that are like, who cares, it's auto, big deal, swap it. Other people are like, oh, you lose value on the car because it's automatic. It's like, dude, it's irrelevant. But I find it cool though, because it's always awesome to see the variety and difference between the chassis too. Like, you compare that 33 to Marina's 4-door for 32, and the size difference and the similarities, but also the big differences. So like in the interior, 33s look way different on the inside than 32s, and just like 34s. So it's kind of like, you know, S13, S14, they look very different from one another in the interior, but at the same time so similar. And then you got cars like the Safiro, for example, looks nothing like anything we've ever had in here. And it kind of looks like a Japanese Impala. But I love it. I just love the fact that you get in it and you can somehow still sense, you know, the same design between the cars. So it's different, but at the same time similar, if that makes sense. You know, what's that saying? Same, but different or whatever. But yeah, short video, but hope you guys liked it. The R33 will be up for sale soon. For those that are interested in it, you can message myself on Instagram or the shop page at RV Power Garage, or of course my dad, Jim. More information will be provided. I'll have a full, basically, parts list and rundown of the car, the history of it, again, for those that are interested. Otherwise, make sure to like, share, subscribe. It helps us out and everything we do here, so stay tuned.